Hey everybody, Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. Sorry the quality is not the greatest on this video. Want to talk about kind of that difference between, at least for me, from going from sub 100,000 to over 100,000, and we're well on pace to knock that most recent goal out of the park. Again, spent a lot of time in the 20s. We've been doing this for 14, 15 years now. And has always been a side hustle, supplemental income, whatever. I've made a couple of videos about it too, but I think this is what I want to tell you is what I see is probably holding you back from making that leap to six figures. Number one, you. Number two, you. Number three, you. Number one, certainly, what are you doing to market your business? How are you getting your information out there? How are customers finding you? Two, once those customers find you and actually say, hey, give me an estimate, are you following up with them? This year we've implemented the customer factor in our business, and I've already seen great results. I was really looking for something or someone to be able to do a lot of that follow-up. At the very least, sending a customer the estimate and then something that says, hey, haven't heard from you, just want to see if you're interested in booking the work, that's going to book you some more jobs, plain and simple. So many people, all of a sudden say, hey, you know what, we got to get a price. And they get the prices from everybody, and either they lose them or life happens. They get busy. In 2016, we did basically about $130,000 worth of work. And I did probably $500,000 in estimates. Maybe 80,000 of that was commercial. Still very, very limited as far as what we're actually doing commercial-wise, but we're hoping to change that this year. But my big point there, though, is that, okay, so I did $500,000 in estimates and only did $130,000 in work. Folks, that's $370,000 worth in estimates that I did, that I'll admit I never followed up on a single one of them last year. And that's unacceptable. If I'd followed up on those, let's just say I closed 10% of that. That's $37,000 in work. And we all know when you book a job and go out and do the work, you're more likely to get more jobs from neighbors, from referrals, from people seeing your truck, seeing your signs, and all of that. So booking that $37,000 could have been another $50,000. Could have been another $80,000. And that's if it only booked 10% of it. I know I'm going to do a whole lot more than $500,000 in estimates this year. And being able to also, when we get to those slower times, when it starts to slack down, in July, I'm going to go ahead and start hitting people in June. And probably in May too, with the, hey folks, we gave you an estimate in the last 2 or 3 months. Right now we're running a special, 10% off, 20% off, $50 off, whatever. Any outstanding bids, just trying to fill up our calendar. And you'll see a good bit of result from that. It just makes sense. And it's a great way too. And depending on how much stuff you've got, if you've got $200,000 worth of work that you've bid out and haven't closed, you might want to stagger sending out that so you don't all of a sudden, and you know what, it's a blessing if you do end up, getting a massive amount of work out of that. But stagger it maybe just a little bit. So possibly take some of the older ones or whatever. But the goal is to either get anybody that you give an estimate to either give you a yes or a no. Doesn't need to be an immediate yes or no, but one way or another you need to find out, okay, we ended up getting the job, we didn't get the job, somebody else did it, or this job's still available. And if it's still available, keep going after it. Even if they've closed it up, follow up. Put them on for a reminder. Hey, we gave you a quote last year. Wanted to see if you're in the market again to get this service done. And certainly as we build our customer the customer factor profile and start putting in stuff from 2016 and 2015 and all that, that's going to allow us to see a lot more information to be able to make, further grow our business. Again, I've posted my goal this year is to hit $300,000, which would again be more than doubling what we've done for so we did 1, 2, this would be 3 years in a row. And I know it gets harder and harder each year to double what you've done, but that's my goal. So, yeah. And again, one of the other things we were talking about too, and I'll admit it too, I'm aware of the need to create a marketing calendar. I have not done that at this point, but I've already got kind of the layout and thoughts of what I want to do. And even just the fact that I'm aware that I need to do it is more than just oh, well, we got no jobs next week. What do I do? Let me just put $300 on a Facebook or something, or AdWords. No, you got to plan before you're slow. That the whole point is avoiding that slowness. So, have a great night, guys.